Okay. Good evening, friends. Today I'm explaining about price effect analysis. Why? Because means it is also important to identify the which commodity is inferior, superior, normal good. So it is most important. So today I'm completely focusing upon the how to we are differentiate the how to identify the price effect for the normal goods, superior goods, and inferior goods. And so that is also important. Today I'm starting with this class with this is a Marshall line. According to the Marshall is famous for this demand theory also. Marshall explains his demand theory based upon the utility maximization of the consumer behavior. Okay, Marshall explains the demand sloping, downward sloping of the demand curve with the use of the substitution effect only. He neglect the income effect. Okay, for example, Alfred Marshall explains, for example, commodity X is there, the price is 10 rupees. The income of the individual is 100 rupees. That time he can purchase the 10 commodities. Okay, this is the price is 10 rupees. He have the only 100 rupees. That time he can purchase 10 quantities, 10 quantities into 10 rupees price, it becomes 100 rupees. So when price of the commodity X will be reduced to 5 rupees, that can he can able to purchase the quantity of 20 units. So he can do the when prices is reduced from 5 rupees to 10 rupees to 5 rupees, how much quantity will be increased? 10 to 20 or 10 to 30 is substitution is done. How much substitution will be done from the quantity of 10 commodities or 10 goods to 20 goods or 30 goods? So he's explained the his demand theory. How much when price is 10 rupees, the demand of the individual is 10. When the price will be fallen to 5 rupees, the demand will be increased to 20 or 30. How will be his decided the demand based upon the substitution effect? He's substituting 10 goods to 20 or 30. So he's completely focusing upon the substitution. And then Hicks and Allen also come forward and explain the alternative theory of demand, that is called indifference curve analysis of the consumer behavior, and expand the price effect. When price will be fallen from 10 rupees to 5 rupees, that time the substitution will be increased from 10 to 15 or 10 to 20. How to substitution will be done? Okay, the substitution is also including the price also. The change in the real income of the individual also increases to purchase individual. For example, I am explaining how substitution effect and income effect explain the combination of the price effect. Okay, just to see here, here is there. For example, I am taking as the income is 1,000 rupees. When individual have the budget income of the individual is 1,000 rupees, that time he can able to purchase commodity X, the good X, with the quantity of 50. The price of the good X is 10 rupees. That time 50 into 10 is equal to 500 rupees. Same as the another good Y is there. When price of the commodity Y or good Y is 10 rupees, that it is becomes 500 rupees. So its total income is equal to 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees income will be expenditure done on quantity 50 units of the X commodity and 50 units of the Y commodity. So his 1,000 rupees budget will be exhausted. Okay, when price of the good Y will be reduced to 10 rupees to 5 rupees, that time he can ability to purchase the quantity of Y. He can ability to, okay, for example, he would like to purchase the same quantity of the good Y. 50 units of the good Y will be purchased. Okay, that situation, how much income will be remained with him? 50. For example, he is remained with the 50 units of the good Y multiplied with the price of the Y is 5 rupees. So 5 into 50, it becomes 250 rupees. So 250 rupees is expenditure done on the purchasing of the good Y with the 50 units of the quantity. So this is the 500 rupees plus 50 units of the good Y with the price of the 5 rupees, that becomes 250. 500 plus 250 becomes 750 rupees. Remaining 250 rupees will be remained with the individual. So this 250 rupees savings are saved income. Okay, why? Because means prices will be falling, so his some income will be saved. The saved income, how to he will be done? Expenditure. He is further expanding remaining 250 rupees also expenditure done on purchasing of the X good or Y good. Okay, that is where knowing income effect. When real income will be increases, means this is considered as a real income. Why? Because means real income represents we are comparing the quantity of the goods purchased with the previous year base year prices. Okay, the base year price is 10 rupees. So when price will be fallen, the current year prices are 5 rupees one, but the base year prices are 10 rupees. So we are comparing real income. The real income will be increased. Okay, for example, here is 5 rupees is there. He can prices will be fallen from 10 rupees to 5 rupees. That time how much quantity he is able to purchase, the ability of the individual to purchase the good Y means the price of the Y good will be reduced to 5 rupees. So 5 into becomes 6. He can ability to purchase up to the 100 units of the good Y. By because means the price will be lesser, the good Y will be becomes cheaper, so his substitution will be done more. 50 units of the X goods and 100 units of the Y goods, that gives 1000 rupees. His entire budget will be exhausted by purchasing 50 X and 100 Y good. Okay, when prices will be fallen, price becomes 5 rupees. So when budget will be remain same, 1000 rupees budget with him, when prices are 10 rupees, that time he only ability to purchase 50 units of the Y. Okay, but prices will be fallen to 5 rupees, that situation he can ability to purchase the 100 units of the good Y. Okay, when comparing with the previous year, when he wanted to purchase the 100 units of the Y commodity with the prices of the 10 rupees. Okay, 10 into 100 becomes 1000 rupees. Okay, when his real income will be 1000, that time only he can ability to, he have the ability to purchase 100 units of the goods. Okay, but the income will be remains same, 1000 rupees is remains same, but he is capable to purchase the 50x 100 Y. Why? Because means the price will be fallen, the price will be fallen. How much price effect will be influenced by real income, increase in the real income and substitution. Okay, how much income will be increased. Okay, I'm once again explaining, take it clear about it. 1000 rupees with the individual, this is income of the individual. When 1000 rupees available with him, okay, that time he would like to purchase good X good Y. The price of the good X is 10 rupees, price of the good Y is 10 rupees. That time he is spending 500 rupees on X good, 500 rupees on Y good. Okay, this is up to clear. 1000 rupees is exhausted. When another situation is there, when price will be fallen to 5 rupees. Okay, 5 rupees price will be fallen from 10 rupees to 5 rupees. That time how much capable to purchase the good Y. Okay, he can ability, the prices will be becomes 5 rupees. So his ability to purchase up to the 100 units of the good Y. Okay, that time only his 5 rupees into 100 units of the good Y becomes 500 rupees. Okay, this is the another situation. 50 units spending on the X good and 100 units spending on the Y good, that becomes 500 and 500,000 rupees is exhausted. For example, when I am comparing, when comparing, if he would like to purchase the 50 units of the X good as well as the 100 units of the Y good at the base year prices. Base year means base previous year 10 rupees is there, no, it becomes 5 rupees. When he would like to purchase the 100 units of the Y good, that situation how much income is needed. So 50 into 10 it becomes 500 rupees. 100 into 10 rupees, I'm comparing with the base year prices. So base year price is 10 rupees, py in previous 10 rupees. So 100 into 10 rupees, it becomes 1000 rupees. So when he have the, when individual income becomes 1500 rupees, then only he is capable to purchase the 50 units of the X and 50 units of the, sorry, 100 units of the Y only. 1500 income is there, but his income is remains 1000 rupees. His income is remains 1000 rupees, but he also capable to purchase the 100 units of the good Y. What is the reason behind it? Is because of the substitution. Substitution is done from 50 to 100, as well as there is a income effect is also is there. Some income is increases, is real income. We are comparing the price of the previous year. Okay, previous year income we are comparing, py 10 rupees to 5 rupees is there. So here we are saying that his real income also increases, means the purchasing power of the individual is increases. Previous the purchasing power of the individual is 50 units only, but the price of the commodity Y is reduces, that time the purchasing power of the individual increased from 50 to 100 units. So his real income is increases. Okay. How we are dividing, how the price effect, change in the prices, how to influence the price, changes in the purchasing of the individual. Okay, the price effect is a combination of two things. The price effect is summation of substitution effect as well as the income effect. Okay, Marshalian only focusing upon the substitution effect when price is 1000 rupees. What about the good X, 10 units or 20 units or 30 units, is focusing upon the substitution. How income is increases or prices are fallen or increases, how the individual substituting the commodity to get maximum satisfaction, maxian he is focusing upon the substitution done 10 to 20 or 20 to 30. But Hicks and Allen also focusing upon the real income, how the real income of the individual increases, how it is influence the price effect. Okay, price effect is a combination of both substitution effect and income effect. Okay, the price effect decomposition means decomposition of the price effect, that means splitting of the price effect. The price effect is splitted into two effects, one is income effect, another one is a substitution effect. Okay, simply price effect means, for example, I am taking as a good X is there, good Y is there. When price of the, when we are comparing X good is there, Y good is there, price of the one good will be fallen down, commodity price of the commodity is fallen down. That situation, how the variation will be takes place, how the changes, how the demand of the good way will be changes, that is the price effect. Price effect, okay, price effect shows the how the demand for the good way will be varies, the changes. Okay, the distinct advantage of the price effect is it is a summation of the income effect as well as the substitution effect. The nature of the response of the quantity purchase, the response, okay, nature of response of the quantity purchase to a change in the price of a good, price of a good is changes, how it will be varies. Okay, it is in price effect easily and effectively explained how much price is varies, how much is because of the increase in the real income, how much because of the substitution income. Okay, substitution done in the commodities. The direction and magnitude of the change in the quantity demand as a result of fall in the price, fall in price of a good depend upon direction and strength of the income effect and substitution effect. Okay, both substitution prices fallen, that will be depends upon the income as well as the substitution also. In most of the cases, most of the goods, the income effect, substitution effect work in the same direction. In some cases it will be varies. Okay, why? Because means most of the cases we are explaining that most of the goods, superior good is there, normal good is there, inferior good is there, griffin good is there. Okay, we can easily say that superior good is a gold, normal good is a food grains and weight is there. When inferior goods and given goods, where differentiation done between the inferior goods and given goods is somewhat difficult. Why? Because means, for example, I am taken as the rice, wheat, ragi, uh, and sorghum. Okay, why? Because means ragi and sorghum are interchangeable based upon the region to region, it will be changes. Okay, in northern India wheat is a normal good, rice is the, in South India, normal good, they're thinking that. Okay, gold is there, for example, I am taking as the sugar or tea or something is a superior good, basmati rice. Okay, for easily division, basmati rice is there, normal rice is there, wheat is there. So when we are taking the five commodities, basmati rice, normal rice, wheat, and ragi, this is the ragi, and sorghum, this is a sorghum is taken, that time we are easily identifying basmati rice is a superior rice and wheat are considered as a normal good, and ragi and sorghum as considered as the inferior good. Okay, what about the given good? Okay, for example, which of the following is considered as a given good out of the basmati rice, rice, wheat, and ragi? That time we are saying that sorghum will be little amount, it will be okay, ragi will be substituted for the sorghum also. Okay, when sorghum availability is not there, that time only we are going for the purchasing of the ragi. When sorghum availability is there, we are substituting sorghum in place of ragi. Most of the people prefer purchasing of the sorghum. Okay, in view of regional comparison, as a South Indian, we are saying that okay, ragi is there, sorghum is there. We are first of all preferring sorghum and then followed by ragi later. Okay, based upon their preferences. Okay, strong preferences. We are considering that time both ragi and sorghum or inferior goods, but we are saying that which one is a given good. Remember, given goods is considered as the, there is no possibility to substitute further substitution is not possible. Okay, first of all I am giving my first preference to basmati rice superior, and then I am giving to rice, and the third place is the wheat, and the fourth place is the sorghum, and the fifth place is the ragi. My last most option is the ragi consumption. Okay, last most I have ability to, for example, basmati rice is not possible, that time I am preferring rice. Availability is not good, that time I am going for the wheat, I am substituting wheat. When wheat also not available for me, that time I am substituting with the sorghum. That sorghum is also not available with me, that time I am substituting sorghum. Okay, further rag is also not available, there is no substitution for me, that is the last substitution for me for the consumption purpose. So given good, what is a given goods means we cannot further substitution is not possible. Okay, remember sorghum and ragi both are inferior goods, but in among the inferior good, how we are dividing the given goods means, given goods further substitution is not possible, it is impossible to substitute further. So we are saying that ragi and sorghum is the inferior good, and then for the interchangeability of the ragi and sorghum, we are saying that, for example, some people say that my preference is the last sorghum and ragi is available. First, I am preferring ragi and I am preferring sorghum. That time we are saying that sorghum considered as a given good. Why? Because means we cannot further substituting. My last preference sorghum. Okay, 1 2. That time second option is there. First consumption is going for the ragi. Second consumption is sorghum. So sorghum is taken as the in given goods. Okay, for example, some people like that, I am liking to consumption of the sorghum is, I would like to consume the sorghum. So first preference given to the sorghum, and second preference given to the ragi. So last possibility is ragi is there. Ragi further he cannot have the any further substitution is not possible. So ragi is taken as the given goods. Okay, both are inferior and given goods are interchangeable, but based upon the further substitutability we are saying that so and so good is the given goods. Okay, remember that is also important. Inferior goods, given goods, normal goods. Okay, based upon the substitutability, when income is increases, the given goods also purchasing of the given goods. What about the given good? It is positive or negative. Okay, given goods is prices increases, price of the given goods increases, the substitution is also increased, so it is a positive effect. Remember, the substitution effect is always negative given by Slutsky. According to this Slutsky, the substitution effect is always negative. Okay, substitution effect means when prices will be increases, the quantity demand will be decreases. Prices increases, the quantity demand will be decreases, means the prices increases, the quantity demand is decreases. That is negative effect. One is increases, another one is fallen. But in given goods, the substitution effect is positive. When prices rises, the substitution is also increases, means the quantity demand of the commodity will be increased. So only some specific situation is there. According to the Hicks, the substitution effect is different. According to the Slutsky, the substitution effect is different. So we are considering, according to the Slutsky, the substitution effect is always negative. According to the Hicks, the income effect is always negative. Not negative. Sometimes income effect is positive, sometimes negative. Okay. He, remember, Slutsky given his theory in based upon some different concepts, some different views. Hicks also gives his price effect and substitution effect and income effect is separate view. Okay, his assumption is different. Slutsky assumptions is different. Hicks assumptions are different. Like that, so important. Given goods, prices increases, the quantity demand is also increase. Means prices rises, we are substituting more. Given goods will be consumption is more. So according to the given goods, the substitution effect is positive. Prices increases, the substitution is also increases. Same direction. Take care. What is the income effect? Income effect is as a fall in the price of a good, the real income, the purchasing power. Okay, remember the purchasing. When price will be fallen down, the purchasing power of the individual is increases. And previous example, I'm once again explaining. 10 rupees is the good X, 10 rupees is the good Y. That time he is able to purchase X good with 50 units, 50 units of the Y good. Okay, when price will be fallen to 10 rupees to 5 units, that time same 50 units of the Y good will be purchased, that becomes 500 rupees here. 50 in 5 rupees into 50 units of the y good, it becomes 250. So the remaining amount is 250, or 750 is the total expenditure, but his income is 1000 rupees. So he have the 250 rupees is a savings, surplus income is 250. So real income or purchasing power is increases, he have the capability of the purchasing further. Why? Because means his savings are 250 rupees, he has the ability to purchase some amount of the x good as well as some amount of the y good. Okay, why? Because means his income, the real income is increases. 250 rupees is the savings will be is there with him, the savings are there. So the real income or purchasing power is increases. This increase in the real income induces the consumer to buy more of that commodity. More of that commodity means why good commodity. Why? Because means prices are less, so he is capable to purchase 100 units, up to 100 units. So that commodity, that is called as the income effect, change in the price of the commodity. Okay, one reason why the consumer buy more of a commodity means when prices will be fallen. Okay, that is price effect. Substitution effect is quantity demand of a good rises at its price fallens. Quantity demand of a commodity is rises, price fallens, that is substitution effect. For example, here is there, this is the quantity, this is the price will be 10 rupees, the quantity demand will be 30 units. When price will be increases to 20, the quantity demand will be decreases to 20. When prices increases to 30, the quantity demand will be 10. Okay, the price will be rises, the quantity demand is also decreases. One is increases, another one is decreases. So opposite direction, the quantity demand of a commodity is rises. Okay, the price will be fallen, price decreases from 30 rupees to 20 rupees, is also increases 10 to 20. The price fallen from 20 rupees to 10 rupees, that time his further increases quantity demand. Okay, that is a substitution effect. How to the commodity will be substituted, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, price will be fallen down. Here is there, this induces the consumer to substitute the commodity whose price has fallen for the other commodities, now becomes relatively dearer. Okay, result of substitution effect, the quantity demand of the commodity whose price has fallen, the quantity demand will be rises. Price is fallen, the quantity demand will be rises. The substitution effect is more important than the income effect. Okay, the strength of the income effect, substitution effect also play key role. The net effect here is there for, okay, remember here the income effect may be, remember, according to the Slutsky, substitution effect is always negative. Is according to the Slutsky, that statement is correct. Why? Because means most of the reference book we are preferring for the advanced economics by the H.L. Ahuja and David M.L. Jingan books also is there. They are given there. According to this Slutsky, substitution effect is always negative. Okay, according to this Slutsky, substitution effect is always negative, but Hicks is opposite it. Why? Because means in given goods the prices will be rises, the substitution is also positive, same direction. But Slutsky say that the substitution is always negative. In upcoming classes I will also explain how to Slutsky explain his substitution effect. Okay, according to the income effect it will be positive or negative. Remember, in competitive examination say that income effect is always negative, always positive. No, income effect is maybe positive or maybe negative based upon the situation. The income effect positive or negative both is there. Okay, it may be positive. For example, I am taking as a normal good, the income effect is positive, means income will be increased from 100 rupees to 200 rupees. That time we are purchasing more of the goods. Okay, 100 rupees is there, that time we are purchasing 10 units of the rice. When our income increases to 100 rupees, that time we are increasing 15 rupees of the rice. So prices, income is increases, the substitution or quantity of the purchasing of the commodity also increases. So both are same direction. So that is positive. Inferior good is there, income effect is negative. Why? Because means when income is increased from 100 rupees to 200 rupees, that time we are not preferring purchasing of the ragi or sorghum, inferior goods. That time we are substituting. For example, 100 rupees income is there, we are purchasing 10 units of the ragi. When income increases to 200 rupees, that time we are purchasing just to 12 units of the ragi. Remaining amount will be expenditure done on purchasing of the luxurious item like gold or silver, remaining like this. So here is price will be increased, but The income effect is negative. We are not purchasing more of the ragi, we are going for the another commodity. Okay, that is negative direction. Okay, income will be increases from the 100 to 200. That time we are going for the 100 rupees is there, we are purchasing 10 units of the ragi. When income will be increased to 200 rupees, then we are going for the 9 units of the ragi or 8 units of the ragi. Remaining will be done upon the purchasing of the gold, like that. Okay, income is increases, but the ragi unit purchasing of the ragi will be reduced. So these are the opposite direction. Okay, opposite direction. So it is negative. Income effect is negative. One is positive. Income increases, but consumption of the ragi will be decreases. They are preferring consumption of the basmati rice, like that. Irrespective of the income is increased. So why we are there is no need to done consumption of the ragi. It is better to go for the basmati rice or high quality rice, like that. So income is increases. They are preferring high quality items, food items. So inferior good, the income effect is negative. Normal goods, the income effect is positive. Both the income effect may be either positive or maybe negative. Okay, positive maybe or negative, both things. Positive for the normal goods, negative for the inferior goods. Okay, the net effect of the price change depend upon the relative strength of the income effect and the substitution effect. The strength of, when income effect is more strength, that time how it is there, price effect are positive or negative. When the substitution effect is more effective, that time a price effect are positive or negative. Price effect based upon the price effect is the summation of income effect and the substitution effect. Okay, for example, we are saying that substitution effect is positive direction, substitution effect is negative direction. What about the price effect? Income effect is positive for the rice, substitution effect is negative for the rice. What about the price effect? Price effect is summation of both income effect and substitution effect. That time one is both showing in opposite direction. Income is positive but substitution is negative. That time price effect becomes our positive negative. For example, your mathematical we say that negative and negative, it gives, it is equal to positive. When negative is multiplied with the positive, it becomes negative. Minus into plus, it becomes negative. Same like that we are saying that positive and negative is there. But positive, the price effect becomes positive or negative based upon the strength of the income effect. The income play major role in purchasing of the rice. That time, for example, gold is there, income of the individual is increases, that time only he can purchase the gold only. Okay, not based upon the gold prices. When income only increases, that time only he's purchased the gold. So that time the strength of the income is more. Okay, the income play key role. That time based upon the strength of the income, we are saying that the income play key role. That time the price effect is also positive. For example, I am taking as the ragi. That time the substitution based upon the fallen of the prices of the basmati rice price will be fallen. That time most of the people prefer to purchase basmati rice in place of the ragi. So that time the substitution effect is play key role. The ragi will be substituting is done. So the substitution effect is play more strength. The substitution is playing more strength. So that time our price effect becomes negative. The net effect or strength of the income, strength of the substitution, we are giving the sign for the price effect. When income play key role, that time price effect is positive. Otherwise sometimes the substitution also play key role. The substitution is major key role is that time our price effect becomes negative. Why? Because means the substitution is the play major role. Okay, based upon the strength, substitution effect always induces the consumer to buy more of the cheaper good. But with the rise in the income, the individual will buy less of the good if it happens to be an inferior good. Okay, based upon the strength also play key role. Here is there net effect of the price change. The net effect of the price change depends upon the relative strength of the income effect and the substitution effect. Okay, strength of the income effect and the substitution effect play the key role. Okay, in case of the given goods, the substitution effect is positive. Okay, why? Because means price of the given good increases, the substitution is also increases. Income effect is negative when income is increases but the purchasing of the given good is decreases. Okay, why? Because means income is increases, the demand for the given goods is fallen down. Okay, Why? Because means income is increases, he is capable to purchase the basmati rice, he have the more interest to purchasing the basmati rice in place of the ragi. Income is increases, he is substituting basmati rice in place of the ragi. So negative effect is there, substitution. Okay, income is increases, the given good is negative, income effect on given good is negative, substitution effect is positive. But negative income effect is so powerful. Okay, negative income is so powerful that it outweighed the positive substitution effect. Okay, outweighed the positive substitution effect. So the price effect on the given goods is negative. So the powerful income effect, the negative income effect is so powerful that in overweight the positive substitution effect, positive substitution. So in income effect on given goods is negative. So price effect is also negative for the in given goods. We are saying that the question is given as the what is the price effect for the given goods is the negative, what is the in substitution effect for the given goods, that is positive, what is the income effect for the given goods, that is negative. Remember, in national testing agency, most of the questions are given as the assertion regions. Given goods price effect is negative, reason is given as the substitution income effect is more powerful than the substitution effect. That time we are say that yes, assertion is right, also the reason is also right, so both are the correct. The reason for why, because the given goods price effect is negative means the income effect play the major role. So the given goods the price effect becomes negative, the strength between is important. Okay, remember here is the negative income effect is the negativity of the income effect play powerful role override the positive substitution effect. So price effect, okay, price effect is the summation of the income effect as well as the substitution effect. They are given as the assertion is price effect for the given goods is negative. Okay, price effect for the given goods is negative, their reason given as the given goods income effect is negative, substitution effect is positive, but the negative relationship of the income that gives the more powerful weight compared with the substitution effect. So our price effect of the given goods also negative, the reason is also right. Okay, why? Because means the strength of the income or strength of the substitution also play key role. Okay, remember this is also most important, given goods. Next one is the price effect. Remember, price effect a result of change in the good. Price effect simply means change in the price, how it will be varies. The price effect decomposition will be explained by Hicks and Slutsky. Hicks explains the how we are identifying. For example, prices of the good decreases from the 10 to 5 units. How much the substitution will be done? Okay, how much substitution will be done because of the income effect, because of the substitution will be decomposed the effect of the income and substitution by Hicks and Slutsky. They are using the two approaches. Hicks uses the approach is the compensating variation method and equivalent variation in income method. Okay, Slutsky uses the cost to difference method. This is also most important. Compensating variation income method approach will be used by Hicks to know the price effect on goods. Okay, price effect on goods. Hicks uses the compensating variation method. Cost difference method used by the Slutsky. Slutsky uses the cost difference method to decompose the price effect on goods. Okay, superior goods, how much income effect is there, how much substitution effect is there. Given goods are there, how much substitution effect is there, how much income effect is there. For example, I am taking as the, for easy understanding, I am taking one more example. Here is the, for example, here is there, this is the good X, this is a good Y. Okay, when price first of all their budget is there, 100 rupees budget is there, that time 20 units of the X, 20 units of the Y is there. When price of the X will be fallen down, that time he is able to purchase the more of the X goods, so he can able to purchase up to the 30 units of the X. Okay, that time his movement done from 20 to 30. Okay, 20 units to 30 units the movement will be done. That time we are saying that how much substitution is done, 20 to 30, this is complete substitution is done because of the income or because of the commodity substitution. So this is a price effect. Prices will be fallen. The purchasing of the good X 20 units to 30 units will be done. This distance is only because of the price effect. This is completely because of the price effect. But price effect further consists of income effect and also substitution effect. We are decomposing how much up to this point is because of the income or because of the substitution. How we are decomposing, how much distance is because of the income, remaining will be substitution, or up to this point is substitution, remaining is the income. Okay, here using the compensating variation income and equivalent variation in income, and then cost difference method. Okay, this is also important. Price effect decomposition observed in two approaches. One is Hicks approach, another one is a Slutsky approach. Hicks uses the compensating variation and equivalent variation method. Slutsky uses the cost difference method to explain the price effect of a good. Okay, this is compensating variation method. This is a compensating variation method explained by the Hicks. Remember, this is also most important. Hicks uses the compensating variation method. Cost difference method used by the Slutsky uses the cost difference method to decompose the price effect. Okay, decompose the price effect into income effect and substitution effect. Okay, I'm explaining one by one step. First of all, remember, I'm starting from this point. First of all, I'm taking on y-axis good y, and on x-axis I'm taking as a good x. Okay, that's time. First of all, I'm taking as a one budget line. When prices will be so and so amount, that time I'm taking as a, this is my starting point. This is a zero. For example, I have 100 rupees of the income with me, 100 rupees income with me. That time I'm purchasing 50 units of the good y. Entire 100 rupees expenditure on purchasing of the 50 units of the good y. Same 100 rupees, I would like to purchase the complete 100 units of the x good. That time I'm going to move into this is the, okay, this is my point. This is 50 units is there. Okay, this is also known as the budget line. When my budget is 100 rupees, I would like to spend my entire budget on single commodity. That time my budget line is same on the y axis. Why? Because means 100 rupees with me, my total 100 rupees expenditure done on the purchasing of the good way. That situation, my budget line completely same as the y axis. Same as if I would like to purchase 100 rupees expenditure done on the good x. That time my budget line will be same as the x axis. Okay, when I would like to done in between the y good and x good, that time my budget line lies in between the, okay, I would like to purchase some lesser of the y good. That time I have the ability to purchase this much of the x good. So there is a budget line is there, combination is there. That time is there entire, I would like to purchase entire one good, that is this much. I would like to spend the 100 rupees in between the good y and good x. That time this is the y good, that time this is the x good, this is the y, that time I'm substituting x. So y good will be reduced, x good will be increased. So this is the budget line. Remember, slope of the budget line represents, this is also important bit, the slope of the budget line. This is a slope, change in the good y, change in the x. Okay, price of the y, price of the x. Okay, change in the y, change in y. This is the substitution, how much the substitution will be done. Budget line represent price ratio. Budget line represents the price ratio, change in the y by change in the x. This is y and this is x. Budget line, slope of the budget line represents price ratio. Price ratio represented by the budget line, price line. Okay, this is the P and L1 is the my initial price line or budget line. Okay, why? Because means my income is 100 rupees. I am capable to purchase in between the gap. I am the capable to purchase only in between the lines. Okay, this is my initial space. Okay, budget space. With available budget, I am purchasing this amount, this quantity of the goods. So this is also known as the budget space. I am able to purchase this amount of the quantity of the goods. Okay, this is also known as the budget space. The budget space, the meaning of the budget space is his ability to purchase the quantity of the goods. Okay, this enter is there, 100 rupees available with me, I am able to purchase goods in between the lines. So P and L1 is the my initial budget line. I am able to purchase this amount of the quantities. Okay, for example, the price of the good fallen down, the price of the good X will be fallen down. That time I am able to increase from L1 to some place L2. Okay, L2, there is a possibility is there. I am increasing my substitution. I am demanding more of the good X. Why? Because means my price will be fallen down. Price will be fallen down. That time my budget space is also increased. My budget space is increased to up to this point. Up to this point, previously my budget space is up to this point. Because of the fallen of the prices of the good X, my budget space is also increasing. I'm shifting from my budget line or price line shifted from PL1 to PL2. Why? Because means the price of the good X will be fallen. So I am purchasing more quantity of X goods. So my budget space is also increasing up to this point. My budget space is up to this point. Okay. PL2 is the my higher budget line. Okay, this is the PL1 is the first budget line. This is the PL2 is the second budget line. Up to this point is clear. These are the budget lines. First budget line, when prices will be fallen down, the budget line moving away from the origin, moving some away from the origin. Okay, prices will be fallen down. The budget line moves away from the origin. Further, the price of the good X will be fallen down. My budget line moves away from L3. Further price of the X would fallen down, my budget line becomes L4, like that. Okay, it moves away from the origin, okay. Up to this point is clear. PL1 is the first budget line, PL2 is the second budget line. Okay, what about the consumer equilibrium? This is the my entire budget space. This is the 1 point, this is the 1 point. He is capable to purchase the goods. Okay, so and so one here is 5, and here is 2, here is 3. There is a budget space is there. He is capable to purchase the various combination of the Y and X goods. Okay, where he becomes equilibrium, where he is getting maximum satisfaction. What is the equilibrium position of the individual? This point is the equilibrium position, this point is the equilibrium position. We are identifying how to we are identifying consumer equilibrium. The consumer equilibrium is where marginal rate of substitution is equal to price ratio. That is the consumer equilibrium. Okay, price ratio, the slope of the budget line represents the price ratio. Okay, same marginal rate of substitution represented by slope of the indifference curve. Slope of the indifference curve represents the marginal rate of substitution. Okay, but slope of the budget line represents the price ratio. This is also most important bit. Okay, slope of the indifference curve represents the marginal rate of substitution of the good X and good Y. Price budget line or price line represents slope of the budget line represent price ratio of the X good and Y good. So here we are compulsory drawing the indifference curve. Indifference curve represent the consumer equilibrium. Okay, the point where marginal rate of substitution is equal to price ratio, that is the consumer equilibrium. In graphical point of view, this is the empirical formulas. Okay, MRS is equal price ratio, that is a consumer equilibrium. One more equilibrium point is consumer equilibrium. In graphical format, we are saying that where budget line tangent with the indifference curve. This is the indifference curve. Convex indifference curve shape is convex indifference curve tangent with the budget line. That is the point of consumer equilibrium. His consumer is indifference. He is getting maximum satisfaction. So we are compulsory we are drawing indifference curve x1 to know the point where the consumer getting equilibrium point. The consumer equilibrium point is also important. So I am drawing the consumer equilibrium point. Remember, this is a brown line represent my first budget line. ICA1 is the first indifference curve. To know the consumer equilibrium position represents the point at which, okay, the point at which the consumer is indifference to purchase the good X and good Y. Okay, he's taking some quantity of the Y good as well as the X good. OM is the X good purchased, that time some quantity also is purchasing. So the point where this is a indifference curve tangent with the IC1 tangent with the PL1, that is my first consumer equilibrium position. Q is the first equilibrium position. Okay, what is the important to identify the equilibrium position is the point at which tangent budget line or price line tangent with the indifference curve, that is a consumer equilibrium point. At point is indifference, the is getting maximum satisfaction, that is good Y and a good X. Okay, how to, this is also important. Slope of the indifference curve represent marginal rate of substitution, slope of the budget line represent price ratio. Okay, when MR is equal to PR, that is equilibrium position. Otherwise, when budget line tangent with the indifference curve, that is also equilibrium position point, consumer equilibrium point. So up to this point is clear. First equilibrium position is Q. When prices of the good X is fallen down, that time my budget line movement done from PL1 to PL2. Okay, this is my second. Why? Because means my budget line twisted from L1 to L2 because of the price of the X will be fallen down. So he is capable to purchase more of the X good up to the quantity of L2. So the budget line movement shifted to L2. Remember, he is capable to purchase the up to the L1 unit, but the consumer will be equilibrium position at the quantity of OM only. Okay, OM here is I am taking as the Z is there. OZ of the Y good, OM of the X good, the consumer is getting some level of maximum satisfaction. This budget spaces is getting more satisfaction. So I am saying using that this much spaces is getting equilibrium position, he is getting maximum satisfaction up to this position. Okay, the budget space means the ability how much is can able to shift his commodity. The enter this is the budget space, but effective maximum satisfaction effective budget spaces up to this point only, OM and OZ point. Okay, to be clear about it, why? Because means number of questions comes from this point. Consumer equilibrium position is there, the point where in budget line tangent with the indifference curve, that is the equilibrium point. Slope of the budget line represent price ratio, slope of the indifference curve represents the marginal rate of substitution between two commodities are two good X Y and good X, the substitution. When prices of the X good will be fallen down, that time our budget line shift moves away from the origin. Okay, here is there, first budget line is there, prices will be fallen down, the budget line moves away from the origin. Okay, it can be shifted L1 to L2. And what about the indifference curve? The indifference curve also higher. Remember, when individual satisfaction is higher at the higher level of indifference curve, the individual satisfaction is higher, the substitution is more. Okay, indifference curve higher, the indifference curve higher the satisfaction. To get the higher level of satisfaction, remember, first of all, the income, the budget line will be twisted. Why? Because means the fallen down, the price of the good X will be fallen down. So the 250 rupees in previous example, 250 rupees is a surplus income is available with him, so his increases purchasing of the X good from the L2. So to get the some level of maximum satisfaction is also moved from the indifference curve C1 to C2. Okay, to get the maximum satisfaction, higher the indifference curve, higher the maximum satisfaction. First assumption is there, the consumer is rational. Rational consumer means he is getting maximum satisfaction with the minimum cost, lesser expenditure gives maximum satisfaction. So his budget line is also increases, he is also movement done from the IC1 to IC2 in difference curve, IC indifference curve 1, indifference curve 2. So that time we are knowing the what about the second equilibrium position. The second equilibrium position is, here is R. The equilibrium is movement done from the Q to R. Why? Because means the budget line is twisted from L1 to L2, same as the indifference curve also done movement forward, IC1 to IC2. So we are tangenting where budget line or price line tangent with the second indifference curve, that is the consumer equilibrium point, that is the R. First starting equilibrium point is Q, second equilibrium point is R. So remember, L1 and L2 is there, but I'm explaining where he's getting equilibrium position maximum satisfaction is at the equilibrium point Q and the second equilibrium point R. In between the R, when I'm joining the equilibrium points Q and R, okay, from M to N, that is entirely because of the price effect. He is getting this much amount of extra satisfaction because of the change in the price of the good X price is fallen. His movement done from the equilibrium point Q to equilibrium or equilibrium point Q to equilibrium point or his movement will be done. Okay, this is this movement from Q to R, that is gives the price effect. For example, further and prices will be decreases, that time my budget line becomes L3. That time the indifference curve also movement done furtherly. That time this is the budget line. L3 is the budget line. The indifference curve is up to this point. This is a new equilibrium position. Okay, the point where indifference curve IC3 tangent with the budget line. This is the next to Q or this is becomes S when QRS tangent. This is up to this point. QRS, the line, the point joining QRS represents the price effect. Okay, price. Okay, because of the price consumption curve. PCC, it is known as the price consumption curve. Because of the change in the price, we are moving from some points Q, M, N, and S is there. It becomes O like that. M and O like that. We are saying that price consumption curve. Price will be fallen. The consumption of the good X will be increases. The consumption of good is increases from M to N. It is good. Price consumption curve is this is. What about the substitution? How much substitution will be done? How much income effect will be done? Okay, we are dividing. M to K is there, K to N is there. What is the income effect? What is the substitution effect is divided. Okay, remember how to here this is the up to this entire distances because of the price effect. This price effect M to N consists of, it is a decomposed into income effect and substitution effect based upon the compensating, remember, compensating variation method. The compensating variation method means we are reducing the real income to come back him to previous indifference curve. Okay, he's shifted from, he's getting higher satisfaction from Q equilibrium to equilibrium position of the R. To know the substitution effect and price effect, we are using the compensating variation method. Means compensating variation methods represent the adjusting the income of the consumer. Adjusting the income of the consumer means we are reducing the income of the consumer. Okay, for example, our budget line will be movement. Our budget line or income line or price line movement from PL1 to L2. Okay, but in compensating various method, he would like to show interest. He remains his, the consumer will be remains on the indifference curve IC1, remains same satisfaction up to this previous level. That time how much income will be adjusted from reduce the income. Okay, to know the compensating income, we are drawing a another budget line. The budget line is AB. Okay, the budget line is the drawing compensating budget line. The budget line is drawing with the same amount of the marginal rate of, sorry, price ratio, same price ratio. The budget line also represents same slope of the price ratio. Okay, remember the slope of the budget line PL2, PL2 slope is equal to, okay, remember small is there, PL2 is there, slope of the PL2 is also equal to slope of the AB. Okay, why? Because means this is the PL2, the slope of the PL2 is same as the AB. To draw the same line, to draw the same line, price ratio of the PL2 is equal to the price of the AB line. To keep as the prices as the remains same. Okay, it represents the price remains same. Means the compensating income line is parallel to PL2. That time only price ratio of the PL2 is same as the price ratio of the A. When we are drawing the compensating budget line parallel to PL2, that time only. Okay, remember Why? Because means we are drawing parallel line to the PL2, means to equalize the price ratio of the PL2 is equal to price ratio of the AB line. For example, here is there PL2 is there. Okay, for example, I am taking as if this much is there. When this is the price of the X is 10 rupees, that time here is quantity of the good is there. For example, I'm taking as the price is 10 rupees, that time we are purchasing 20. When price will be fallen down to 8 rupees, that time we are increasing 22. That time this is the some difference is there, 20 to 22, 20 from 20 to 22 is increases. This is the some change will be done. Okay, here is also is there from uh, price is 5 rupees, he is purchasing 5 rupees price, he is purchasing 15 units. Okay, price is further fallen down to 3 rupees, that time he is purchasing 13 units of the commodities. Okay, here is also same difference is there, the change is 13 15, here is change is 20 22. So the change is 2 divided by change here is also same. Okay, what is the change is done, same change is also here is also done. So 13 15, 15 minus 13, 22 minus 20, here is changes 2, here is changes 2. Okay, so the ratio, the price ratio will be both same to equalize the price ratio of the PL2 and price ratio of the AB line, compensating income line, compensating budget line AB, to equalize the price ratio of the both budget line. So we are compulsory drawing parallel line, we are drawing parallel line to PL2. So here is green line is there, same exactly parallel to PL2. Why? Because means we are drawing parallel line to show the price ratio is same. The change in the price ratio is same. Okay, change in price of the Y, change in the price of the X. Okay, so we are drawing parallel line. Okay, one more condition is there, the parallel budget line compulsory move tangent with the indifference curve. Why? Because means we are compensating, we are adjusting the income to get back the consumer from IC2 to IC1, get back. So compulsory the budget line AB line compulsory tangent with the IC1. So this is the equilibrium position when budget line AB tangent with the initial indifference curve, that is the equilibrium position. Okay, consumer equilibrium position. So we are take care about the drawing the compensating budget line compulsory tangent with the initial indifference curve. Here is two conditions are there, compensating budget line is parallel to PL2, compensating budget line AB is parallel to PL2. Second condition is compulsory the compensating budget line AB is tangent with the initial indifference curve IC1. Okay, compulsory tangent with the initial indifference curve. Why? Because means we are tangenting with the initial indifference curve, means we are giving the equilibrium position, consumer is equilibrium indifference at the previous indifference curve. So compulsory we are tangenting. So from equilibrium point Q to equilibrium point S, the commodity is substituted from OM to OK. So this is known as the substitution effect. Okay, according to the compensating variation method, the substitution effect movement will be done on the same indifference curve Q to S. Okay, the substitution will be done on the same indifference curve. So the substitution will be same from point of Q to point of S. Okay, remember, but in according to the Slutsky, the substitution is different. Okay, lower indifference curve, the substitution movement will be done on the lower indifference curve. Okay, substitution effect from Q to S, this is the substitution effect. MK, here is there, MK is the distance, quantity demand from OM to OK because of the substitution effect. Remaining from the OK to ON, from the equilibrium position S to R, this much line represents the income effect. Okay, how we are dividing means based upon the compensating income line, based upon the compensating budget line will be done with the tangenting with the previous indifference curve. That time our price effect will be decomposed into two effect. One first effect is substitution effect, another effect is income effect. Okay, how, why we are saying that this is a substitution effect, this is an income effect? Why not it is income, why not it is substitution? Means because the substitution, the individual is substituted from same indifference curve, we are reducing the income of the individual. So because of the income will be fallen down from the PL2, we are fallen down, we are falling the compensating the income, reducing the income of the individual from PL to AB. So his income will be reduced from R equilibrium position to S equilibrium position. So KN represents the income effect. Remember, okay, we are reducing the income from PL2 to AB. So this up to this point is the income effect. The movement done in between the equilibrium position Q and S represents the substitution effect. This is the Hicks method of decomposition of price effect. Hicks decompose the income effect into substitution effect as well as the income effect by drawing the compensating budget line. Compensating budget line. AB is the compensating budget line that is parallel to increased, parallel to the PL2, and also compensating budget line drawn through the tangent with the initial indifference curve. Okay, this is the Hicks method of price effect decomposition. This is also most important. Okay, according to the compensating variation method, the parallel budget line tangent with the previous indifference curve. Okay, why not we are drawing parallel to this line? This is, remember, I am drawing line to, here is sky blue color is there, green color is there, I am drawing this green color to parallel to the PL2. Why not I am drawing same parallel line to the this PL1? When I am drawing one more parallel line to the PL1, how the income effect is there? Okay, PL2 parallel, PL2 is there, this is L2, this is PL2, sky blue color line is there, I am drawing green color parallel line. Okay, this is up to, this is the parallel line, both are same, PL to AB. This is the compensating method of price effect decomposition. Sir, this is up to this point is clear, very good. Why we are not drawing same parallel line to the PL1? It is possible. When we are drawing parallel to PL1, how it will be affected? Okay, for example, I am drawing same parallel line to PL1. Okay, I am taking brown color, just 2 seconds, here is there. When I am drawing same parallel line to PL1, okay, that time what is the decomposition of the price effect? Okay, this is a PL1, I am drawing same parallel line to the this line. Okay, how to parallel line will be drawn? That is known as the equivalent variation income method. Okay, in next class I will explain. Today class I am explaining, I am drawing compensating budget line parallel to PL2. When I am drawing same parallel line to PL1, brown color line, that time how to price effect and income effect will be changes. Okay, when I am moving from forward, not come to backward, here is I am taken backward effect. Okay, I am compensating, reducing my PL2 to AB. When I am moving forward from PL1 to someone parallel line, that time what about my substitution effect, what about income effect? In next class I would explain. Okay, this I think up to this point is clear. Okay, any doubt about it today class? Okay.
Yeah, Arif, it's
Yes,
over.
sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Arif. And what, Swati? Why late? Swati,
Sir,
exam rashawa? Exam rashawa, Swati.
ఏది సార్
ఏమి
ఏ ఏ- ఏ
ఫస్ట్ నుంచి
ఎగ్జామ్ సార్
నిన్న గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టింది.
అది ఆల్రెడీ యూ హ్యావ్ ఆల్రెడీ రెస్పాండెడ్ అని వచ్చింది సార్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే.
చెప్పొచ్చు కదా. చెప్పొచ్చు కదా నువ్వు నందిని? నందిని సెకండ్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ సెకండ్ నుంచి కంటిన్యూస్గా మీకు ప్రిలిమ్స్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి. 10 ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి. అప్పుడు ఎప్పుడు మీ ప్రిలిమ్స్ డేటు?
26th and 27th of December, sir.
So up to 20 will conduct 10 exams every alternate day as per prelims pattern. Okay, and దానికి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కూడా వస్తూ ఉంటుంది, ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కూడా చేస్తారు. ఓకే, సో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. అండ్ ఇది సేమ్ టైం ఇది మన ఏదైతే మెయిన్స్ కూడా కంటిన్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఎనీహౌ బాయ్. అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ క్లాస్ ఎట్ 8 అగైన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ 7:30. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి మీ వాళ్ళకి ఎవరు ఏంది ఇంత